In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial from my group on how to cut this stylish backless dress with ruche at the back. So this dress is from Shop Just Locks on Instagram. So to start, here is my pattern paper and I've gone ahead to mark out the basic measurement, which includes the shoulder to bust, under bust, waist. Then I marked 7 inches to get the hip of this dress. So if you're a much taller person, please go ahead to use 8 inches. Now I'll be using the total length of this pattern paper as the length of this dress. So first, I'm going to start by marking my shoulder divided by 2. Come down by 1 inch, and from this point, I'll just go ahead to mark a basic neckline of 3 inches, which will serve as a guide for this pattern. I'll also come down by 3 inches, which is a basic neckline of 3 by 3 inches, and I'll go ahead to connect. After I'm done connecting, I'm going to find the chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Place my ruler and I will draw a straight line. So after marking this, I'll go ahead to mark back what I have at the shoulder on the chest line of this pattern. Now I'll place my ruler and I'll connect this all the way up. After connecting, I'm going to divide my chest line into 2 equal parts and come out by half. Here, I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4 on the chest line. Connect to the upper part, and from the midpoint, I'll connect to my bust circumference divided by 4. Here, I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4 and just add half inch for sewing allowance here, and then also mark my under bust circumference divided by 4, mark half inch for sewing allowance, mark the waist circumference divided by 4, add half inch for sewing allowance. Here, I'll mark the hip circumference divided by 4 and I'll be adding half inch for the sewing allowance. So for this dress, you don't really need much sewing allowance for it. Whatever you have here, deduct like 2 inches or 1.5. And you're going to mark this at the lower part depending on how fitted you want the dress to be at the lower part. Now, I'll place my ruler and I'll be connecting this from the bust to the under bust and from the waist to the hip point. And from that point, I'm going to connect this all the way to the lower part of my pattern. So this is what I have here. From the neckline, I'll go ahead to start connecting this to the lower part of the bust. I'll go down a bit, creating like an alter neck towards this side, right? From there, I'll pick a point and I'll start connecting this all the way to the lower part. I'm going to come up by 1.5 and connect to this point. So this is what I have for my pattern here. Now you notice at the side of this dress, you have this little curve. So from here, I'll come down by 4 inches and I'll mark out my line. So this is now the neckline of this dress. You're going to make a strap, attach here and at the lower bust area. Now I'll cut this off. So after cutting this, I'll be altering this pattern and I'll also use the same pattern to cut that of the back pattern of this dress. But first of all, place and transfer all your measurement first. So now I brought another pattern paper and from the bust area, I'll cut it connecting to the chest line.